Hi everyone. I want to tell you how I ended up graduating from college early. As some background, I graduated from college in 3 years while majoring in neurobiology as a pre-med. There are several reasons to graduate college early. One of the biggest reasons is that you could save money on not only tuition but room and board, especially if you go to an expensive school that costs 70K a year for tuition. You could end up saving around 100 grand from graduating college a year early, counting tuition as well as room and board expenses. Another good reason to graduate from college is that you can get started on your career, whether it be going to graduate school or medical school or having a job early. And according to the video that I made about compound interest, which I'll link somewhere around here, getting started at your job is extremely useful because you could start taking advantage of saving some money and putting it aside in order for your investments to start growing over time. Another benefit of graduating college early is that you could use that extra year you would have spent studying, doing something else, and pursuing other passions. For example, I graduated college early and I was able to use that extra year to study for the MCAT, which I needed for medical school. And it gave me time to learn and grow from my first failed attempt at the MCAT and eventually succeed on the MCAT a second time. Even after the MCAT, I was able to gain experience becoming a tutor, and I even pursued passions such as starting up my own YouTube channel like I'm doing right now. Graduating a year early from college can allow you to have that extra year to pursue whatever it is you wanted to do in life all this time. In order to graduate from college early, you need to have more credits. The more credits you have, the higher priority you have when it comes to registering for classes in college. This is really important because it means that you will be able to get the classes you want. Oftentimes, I hear stories of lower classmen not being able to take the classes that they want, and they often have to wait another year before they could take that same class again. That problem wouldn't exist if you are on your way to graduating from college early, because you're going to have higher standing, meaning that you're more likely to get the classes you want. You guys might be wondering how I was able to do it. How did I graduate from college early? The first step I was able to do was that I took a lot of AP and IB classes when I was in high school. These classes are extremely important because it's not so much the class that is going to help you pass and get into college, it's the AP and IB exams. Colleges weigh these exams very heavily. And I forget what the criteria is for IB entrance into college, but I know for AP exams, back in my day, you had to get either a 4 or a 5 in order to get college credit for that class. However, now I keep hearing that many colleges are only accepting 5s. If you're in high school, do very well in your AP classes, but in particular, your AP tests. Another thing I did was that I took summer classes at a community college. I did this by taking psychology at my local community college before I became a first year at my college. It not only introduced me to what college is going to be like, but it also helped out in getting a higher standing when it came to registering for classes the next semester. If you haven't taken AP classes in high school, you can definitely take advantage of taking multiple community college classes during the summer. These classes can be fast-paced, so be prepared to take on extra work, especially if you take 2 or even 3 of them at the same time. But it will be worth it because you will get credit that your college will accept and allow you to pass out of classes there. As a pre-med, I would highly suggest that you take the classes that medical schools required at your undergraduate institution, but you can go ahead and take electives such as history or art or any other core requirement you need at a community college. Finally, if community college and AP classes are unfortunately not a choice for you, because I know some people are very busy during the summer, either working, doing research, etc., then you could take classes during the actual school year. The way in which you do this is that you would have to max out the amount of credits you could take during the school year. I would say be careful with this last approach because it means that you're going to have to take on more classes and get more work, and it could potentially overwhelm you, and you may have to stay up late to do all of this work. So be extremely careful when thinking about taking more classes in order to graduate early. I would rather you take a lesser load of classes in college rather than take too much and get a worse grade out of it. As a closing note, I want to say that it's more important to get good grades in college than to just get it done as fast as you can. I would rather you take extra time to ensure that you can do a good job in college rather than just finishing it as fast as you can just to get the degree and be done with it. I'm not a fan of having the mindset of doing something just to be done with it. I'd rather you graduate college doing very well, even if it may take you an extra year. I really hope that this video helped and that you all are able to take the steps to graduate from college early. There are many benefits to doing so, and I think more people should hop on this type of train.